back to the Experience Podcast. It's just me. We're doing another commentary series, just kind of, with the holidays coming up and people get busy. So this is kind of like our our Christmas episode and I guess our New Year's episode. Let me do the math here. Yeah, yeah. This one will come out on the 17th, and then we'll have one through Christmas and New Year's. So, um, I hope everyone's having a good day, good week, good month, good year. Good life. I don't know. Any of the above. We're gonna get to this. It's gonna be a three-parter because it's not a long one. And this one um, is episode number 32. It's actually Rachel's first episode, so we're doing that. Rachel, who I've tried to get. Let's listen. Okay, this is a commentary track. We're talking about behind the scenes. I've been trying to get Rachel to come on again, but she hasn't answered my text. So yeah, and of course I'm not invited to her wedding. We're just going to put that out there as well as things going wrong in my life. So, anyway, let's get on to Rachel's first episode. Rachel, of course, a friend of the show, maybe. Yeah, there we go. If anyone doesn't know how these work, basically we're gonna listen to the episode. I'll jump in here and there whenever I have something to say, whether it's funny or not, you know. And yeah, it's just like it's a good opportunity for us to kind of look back on the early episodes of the show and in a somewhat nostalgic way, but also kind of reflect on how far we've come and how the show has changed since then. Yeah, so and it's also great to hear Connor, who also left the show. So let's get going on it.
You don't need to do because you can just copy and paste it right in there.
But this is easier if I do it this way.
Is
Because
it?
then I have to cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
I have to find a spot to cut, move it over, and then paste it in. I also not paste it in, but paste it because I don't want. There's some overlap too sometimes.
Oh,
Are you
so
just
you
gonna be on your
forget.
phone the whole time? What? What's going on? Share with the class.
Share with the class. I told William that you made me be on your podcast, and he said I have to listen to it. And then the next snap was,
No, we're pausing here. I'm just trying to make sure the audio is not too loud. I did bump up the audio. Let me drop it down a little bit here. Okay, that should be a little better. I'm sorry, guys, but anyway, yeah. Go back in.
and Watson gets hotter with every Harry Potter movie. And I
Well,
said,
those
I
two
agree.
seem to go together.
Yeah.
We'll have William call in. Is he busy?
I mean, he's at his dad's house, and I'm
You can call
assuming he's
in.
Is
watching
that
Harry
busy?
Potter.
Is that busy?
I don't want to interrupt his family time.
His whole family can be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't think his family.
We've had that before. Nadia's whole family's been on the podcast.
Yeah, her whole family.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it was her and her sister. But
No. Her dad walked over. Her other sister walked over. It was the whole
Really?
thing. Did you not listen to the episode?
I listened to part of it.
Yeah, it was
Were you
like-
at her house?
No, we did a Skype call.
Oh.
No, I didn't go to California to record the podcast.
I mean, maybe. Who
Just to record the
knows?
podcast.
We don't have
It
that
is
kind of
called the
funding.
Experience Podcast.
This is the experience.
You gotta experience
Cover
things.
experience.
Pausing here. I'm trying to remember which episode Nadia's whole family had come on. Of course, everyone knows Sophia and Mimi, Nadia's two younger siblings. And I'm trying to remember which episode that was. And her dad did walk over. Geez, I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, if anyone's wondering, Will is at the time that was Rachel's boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend, obviously. He's a nice guy. I don't remember if Will ever came on the show too. I feel like he did. If you're listening and you're a big fan, you know which episode Will was on, if at all. Let me know. So anyway, back into the show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else.
Actually, you gotta turn your phone off.
I have to turn it off.
I don't know.
Should
we
you
need to
turn
have
the
it
sound off?
beeping every. We already have the
Hey.
cars on the road.
It was groovy.
Who messaged you?
It was in the Band-Aid.
She's very popular, obviously.
Mhm.
I'm so popular. Yeah,
She
it
has
was
like
the.
3 friends.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
have
do
like
have-
three
I do have,
friends.
like,
Three
three
friends.
2 of them are in France, so I'm down to 1 now.
Yeah.
And that's why she's here.
Why is
Yeah,
Milan
Daniel told me
here?
I could bring friends, and I
Yeah,
was like,
where's
I don't
Milan?
have any to bring.
Is she getting ready for
doing
improv?
something. She's not here.
She getting ready for improv tonight.
Maybe.
Anyway, this week we have.
Rachel. Am I supposed to say that a certain way?
No,
Like,
you just
my
said it.
name?
You said it really weirdly.
Rachel.
And
Yeah.
you can't see it. It's a podcast, but she flipped her hair while she did it too.
Mhm.
Or no, she did like a fake hair flip. Like she did the hand motion
didn't
of
flip
it,
my hair,
but she
I
didn't
just-
actually flip.
It
the
wasn't
hair.
a real flip.
It was
No,
yeah.
it
it was
wasn't
like
It
a
was like she
Connor
realized mid-flip that the audience
flip.
couldn't
This is
see.
now. This is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's a big Nationals fan. Talk about
Oh,
that.
I'm not actually. My band went to DC for a field trip, and the Braves were playing the Nats, and they were giving out free shirts to the first however many fans got there. So we all
And
got
they
a
only
Nats
have
shirt.
100 fans that go to those games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we all got shirts.
Yeah, I had this.
Psych, we were Braves fans, and we won that
You
game.
know
so
what?
it was
I have
exciting.
a Nationals shirt. Do you want mine?
Do I want your Nats shirt?
Yeah, I never really wear it.
I don't even root for the Nats.
It's actually a nice shirt. It's a
Actually,
gray
to
shirt.
me, it looks like Walgreens. Personally,
That's how it was.
It's the same logo.
Pausing here. I still have that Nats shirt. Well, it's at my parents' house probably. It is a nice shirt. To be fair, it's like a darker. I remember it's like a darker gray shirt. I like barely wore it at all. I think I got it in middle school. So that tells you everything you need to know about how much that shirt really means to me. Okay. I had something else to say. Well, hold on. We'll get back into it.
Oh, that could
Well,
be
it's
a
not the
logo.
same.
It's pretty much the same.
It's
it does
very
say
close.
Nationals on the back, though.
It does. Let me see the back.
Oh, it says Nationals on the
It does
back.
say
Yeah.
Nationals, and it has the sponsor.
Yep. What is it, like WGN or something like that?
Yeah. Also, Connor was supposed to bring questions too.
Yes. And what did I do?
Not do that.
Not bring questions.
Because Steven was upset that we didn't have questions for our
Yeah.
guests.
Oh. You can ask me anything.
Okay, pull up that
Okay.
things
Well,
to
the-
get a girl to like you or whatever.
Guide to get a restraining order.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're really bad. Those questions
Yeah.
they're just like name your darkest secret or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
On
know
the
if that's
first
gonna help
date.
you. Yeah, on
Oh
the
my
first
God.
date.
This is about
The
for
first
the first
date?
date.
Those
So
are some
what?
rough first date questions.
Anyway, while he's pulling that
While I'm
up,
pulling it up.
Rachel talked to me about lunch yesterday.
With Elizabeth?
Oh, you had lunch with Elizabeth?
I had lunch
yesterday?
with Elizabeth
I didn't even know
yesterday.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
wow.
went to Subway.
Thanks for the invite. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. It was just me and Elizabeth.
No, I wasn't doing anything. What time was it?
It was 11. Was that 11?
She doesn't have class?
No, her class got canceled.
Pausing here because echoing the opening segment, another thing that Rachel didn't invite me to. Okay, I hope people are keeping a tally at for how often this happens, because clearly it happens frequently enough. This was in what? This was February 2019, and maybe that was the impetus to her not inviting me to things. But enough of me being salty. We'll continue.
So she texted me and said, "Want to get lunch?"
I see her priorities. I wasn't good.
Because she knew I didn't have class.
Could have texted me. She knew I didn't have
Elizabeth and I
class.
haven't had lunch together.
Hmm?
We haven't had lunch together, so we had to go.
You had to go. Where'd you go? Subway here or text?
Yeah, just here. Because I had class at 12:20. So
That's right. Hmm.
yeah, but hers was canceled.
And you were able to. Where were you on Wednesday at lunch?
I told you I was studying
You get
in between, or doing my homework in between those two classes.
I'm
being
sorry, Connor. Go
I'm being a
ahead.
good student this semester.
Wow.
Dude.
Tell Connor to do that.
Yeah. I failed all my classes last semester.
Oh, do you want to go to a frat party? Connor's offering it up.
Yeah, everyone can come.
Anyone
except
can come,
Daniel.
Except for me.
Except Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, he
Daniel
wanted
can
to.
come.
Well, he invited me last night, but he didn't really invite me. He's
And
invited.
you-
He wanted to
and
invite
Nadia.
Nadia, and he had to get to Nadia through me.
Well, I have her numbers. I could text her, but I didn't want her to come and be like, I have no one to talk to, because when I texted you, I was pretty far gone. So she would just.
Pausing here, I'm trying to remember what frat party he's talking about. I'm just like, what is this frat party? I'm sorry, I'm also tuning the volume, get a little soft. I'm like checking the levels here on OBS, and it looks like it's too loud. So I apologize for our listeners if it's been too loud so far. Yeah, I don't remember this party situation. Again, this is kind of the benefit of going back to these episodes. It's like this very specific conversation I had. I'm like going through my very small memory, trying to figure out what were we talking about. And I mean, listen, Connor and I had many strange interactions when we were in college, so this is no exception. But okay, let's keep going. I'm keeping track of time here. We're right at 10 minutes here, so I don't want to take up too much time. But anyway, let's keep going.
No, talk to me. So I
Pretty
would
far
want
gone.
you-
It was like 9 o'clock.
No, it was. It was like 11.
Was it?
I mean, when did I text that? It was 10:30, right? in the middle of
10:30.
that.
Yeah.
It was 10:30.
You shouldn't be far gone at 10:30.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, he's pledging. He's
Yeah.
He's pledging Kappa Sigma.
Yes, you got it.
It's the one right here.
Kappa Sigma.
I have a lot of friends in Cap Sig. Not
Really?
here, but in other
Just-
places. Like I said, I only have 3 friends here.
She only
Oh.
has 3 friends.
Yeah.
Only 3 of them.
Yeah, they go to Jacksonville.
Did you transfer?
No,
She just doesn't talk to people.
I don't talk to people. They're friends from high school.
Okay.
I have to beg Rachel to talk to me.
All the friends from my hometown go to one of 2 schools.
So how do you know? I'm guessing band because
Yeah,
it's
she just plays trumpet.
Yeah.
She's Elizabeth's rep,
Yeah.
Oh.
technically.
Okay.
So we're supposed to have lunch together once a week, but Rachel always ditches it.
I don't ditch it.
That's why I was upset about the Elizabeth and Rachel going to get lunch, because those 2 ditch family lunch.
Whoa! I
It's
told you
just
I'm
Jerry
doing
and me now.
schoolwork.
It's really just Jerry and me now.
See, I could really do any day, but like you catch me like when I'm like trying.
So I'm gonna pause here and give you some background here. So like Rat, if anyone doesn't know, the Georgia Tech band has this little system where new members basically choose a returning member of the band as like a sort of it's like basically a mentor program. It's called. So like Rats are the new members and Vets, right, or veteran, are the the returning members. So Elizabeth. So the lineage here is I ended up having a modest sized family tree under me because Elizabeth chose me, so I was her vet, and then Rachel chose Elizabeth, right? So you had like a little grand vet situation going on there. So that's the lineage, and then but each year I got a rat each year, and then they get rats, and so you end up with, like I said, this kind of family tree situation. And going on that, I believe so. This was February 29th. Wow, February 2019. We're actually getting kind of later in the timeline here. Each week we would do family lunch, where I believe we started that in my 3rd year when it was Elizabeth, Rachel, me, and then Andrew, who was my next rat after Elizabeth, who's the same year as Rachel. So it was the 4 of us, and we were like, let's get lunch once a week together. Kind of as like a little family. We call it family lunch, right? It's a little family, and it was really great. We did it. I mean, especially that first year, we did it every week. As you can kind of tell by this podcast, it kind of fizzled out a little bit. But we really did try, and we had a great. We still have a group chat with all of us in it. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Anyway, we'll get back.
Trying to be a good student. I'm succeeding, so
That's
thank
good.
you. I had to forego a couple things.
What did you?
Family lunch being one of them.
There's no good time to do it. Okay, we don't have to talk about our problems here. Go ahead,
Right.
Connor. What was the question?
First question?
Yeah, number 3. Go ahead.
Number 3? This number 3 is a bad one. Should I
Go ahead.
ask
What's
you?
the question?
Okay, it says, before making a phone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why?
How is this? Like,
Do I ever hurt?
what's the list for this question?
This one's
I
called-
only ever call my mom. So
That's true.
This is called 36 Deep Questions to Ask Your Significant Other so you truly know them.
This is
And that's
this is
number
what
3.
they truly want to know about
This
me.
is, yeah.
You were
This is
what
number
you're gonna
3.
say.
No. I'm only calling my mom.
You're like, I need to ask for more napkins, so I need to rehearse some-
It's usually, hey
How
mom,
to
I need to get groceries and I have no money. Is it cool if I put it on my credit card? Yeah, go ahead. I'm like, okay,
Why
thanks
do you have to
mom.
call her for that? Just text her.
It's easier to call people. You get
Is
the
it?
information. The relay's faster.
It
You just
is.
call them.
Oh, it is
they answer
faster.
immediately.
Mhm.
If I'm
Mhm.
gonna text
I
them,
figured, but no offense, but the lazy route is to text.
it is.
Also,
But
have you
I-
noticed, we invented phone calls because we were too lazy to talk to people one-on-one. Then we invented texting because we were too lazy to talk to people on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Then we invented speech to text because we were too lazy to text people.
Mm-hmm.
We were, and we're going backwards now.
Yeah.
Because now we're just talking
It's
on
like
the
a
phone.
trampoline.
Like if you're just
Yeah,
talking to
and then go
someone
back
using
up.
speech to text, and
It's
sending the
basically
text,
just
and you're just
yeah,
talking to
calling.
them.
And now she's gonna be speech to speech.
And
She's
now it's
recorded
speech to
speech
speech.
bubbles.
You send voicemail.
Yeah.
It's because you're too lazy
And
to
your text.
Oh
text.
my gosh.
It's one big thing.
It's just easier to call. It's faster.
It is.
So. No, I don't rehearse what I'm gonna say beforehand
Good.
because it's usually the same thing every time.
You should just record that. Have a recording on your phone.
I'm recording on one phone and on the other phone
Yeah.
call my mom.
Oh.
So I'm pausing here. I am trying to remember if my little, or going back a little bit, my little speech to text rant. I'm trying to remember if that was me, because I think it's a pretty open secret that some of the bits that we would do on the show were basically me piloting stand-up bits that I would do. And I'm trying to remember. Well, at this point, I think I had done stand-up a little bit, but maybe this was like a pilot. I was like, try this joke on the air and see if it hits. And sometimes it would be the other way around too. If something hit when I did stand-up, I would bring it to the show. So it's kind of like a two-way street there. We're gonna keep going. We're already at 15 minutes. We're only 8 minutes through the episode, so I've been blabbing, guys. But maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, we keep going. Probably another at least 10 minutes, if not longer. So okay, let's.
Hold them up to each other.
Okay, sorry, Connor. Go to number
Do
64.
you? Well, it's your question though. It's your time to answer.
No, I don't. I don't call anyone.
Though.
I wish I could call people.
Same.
You don't call anyone?
Who
Okay.
would I call?
Name.
Your mom?
I guess I call my parents, but I don't rehearse what I'm gonna say.
Oh.
They usually call me because they're busier than I am. So
Number 1 through 36.
I will pick a number.
Yeah.
9.
68.
Nine.
Oh,
That's not.
That was close.
73.
These aren't good questions. Okay. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
Oh my god.
These are.
Why? Rachel's not very deep.
I'm not. I'm kind of.
She's
you know.
very shallow.
Yeah. All I care about is.
Big fan of the song "Shallows."
Really?
Lady Gaga. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, come on. All I care about is my looks, obviously.
Obviously, I mean, Nationals shirt and
Mhm.
maybe shorts.
And not even a fan.
I'm
Just
not
for
even
the
a Nats
aesthetic.
fan.
Not even a fan.
Yeah.
She loves the Walgreens logo.
Mhm.
What was the question?
I don't know.
I don't
biggest
remember.
whatever.
Something
Biggest
else.
what's the biggest whatever?
Biggest whatever.
Biggest
Yeah.
whatever? Whatever. I mean, how much more whatever can you get than whatever?
That's true.
Well, I was shopping yesterday for
Okay.
whatevers, and when you whatever,
Mhm.
you kind of whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, because I was doing the same thing
Uh-huh.
the other day. It was last, like, I don't know, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And, like, I was getting it. And then,
and whatever.
whatever,
Yeah, but whatever.
But whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
So,
You just whatevered and then put it back.
yeah.
It's whatever.
So I was like, no, I don't need it. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I guess we should move this closer to it's just more central. I've been used to the 4-person thing, so usually we have another chair here.
Sorry, I don't have any friends, so.
And I know. You could have brought Elizabeth on. I've been trying to get her on since we invented the podcast.
Yeah. And then she got sick.
She got
and
sick.
she's been sick ever since.
She's always sick when I
Like, how
ask
long?
her.
It's been like 7 months now.
Listen. Oh, who is this? This might
Elizabeth
be
is sick
Owen.
pretty often.
This might be Owen, who always happens to text me in the middle of the show.
Is he bringing a pizza?
Oh no! I told him I would get food because I was down near the Fox Theater. That's what I needed a ride. I wanted a ride.
Oh, I'm sorry. You texted. I was in the middle of making lunch, and then
No,
after
if you
I
were
ate,
busy,
I
it wasn't a big
I got in
deal.
the shower.
It wasn't a big
so
deal. I just didn't want to walk the whole way. And I was like, Rachel's a car. She's
I
not
would have.
doing
I would have
anything.
driven you, but
I figured you like driving. You're not
I do.
busy.
I'm a good driver.
She's probably the worst driver ever.
I'm a good driver. I
Tell
don't know
it.
what you're talking
You
about.
know, go ahead and tell the story. Go ahead, Rachel.
What
What's the story?
I don't
You
know.
know.
Pausing here. This is incredible. What's incredible is Rachel's persistence that she's like, I will admit, I'm not the best driver, but like, Rachel is just terrible. Okay. It's like, it is, you do not feel, you genuinely, there are very few people where when you get in their car, you genuinely don't feel safe. And Rachel is one of those people. And the best part, right, is that she insists that she is a good driver. And it's like, there's a consensus, you know? It's very hard nowadays, especially, to get everyone to agree on the same thing. But Rachel being a bad driver, I'm sorry, Rachel, that's one of those things. So we'll keep going. We'll see how she tells the story.
I don't have a story.
You know. That
There's no record of it.
this. Rachel, go ahead.
disappointing.
Go ahead. Then don't worry about it.
I may or may not have
No.
gotten
Start from the beginning.
What do you mean from
The
the
full
beginning?
story.
You're starting at the climax. Okay, fine. Just go ahead.
My speeding ticket?
Yeah, that one.
That's where it starts. I got
Okay,
a
fine.
speeding
Go
ticket,
ahead. Go
right?
ahead. Yeah, she got a
So
speeding
I
ticket.
got a speeding
Guess.
ticket.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Let's play a game. Okay. The speed limit was what? 35.
Should I say what I thought the speed limit was?
No. What was the actual?
The speed limit was 55.
55.
Okay,
How fast
okay.
was she going?
Well, it can't go too fast. Because if 55, that's usually kind of a windy
I was
road.
on 75.
You go to
I was on-
75.
I was on I-75.
Oh, you're on I-75.
Yeah. Towards
Hold
Kennesaw.
on. We gotta wait for the
That's
flyover
That's
here.
our commercial break by Lockheed Martin. I'm gonna say 75. I'm gonna say you're driving the speed limit.
75 in. Oh yeah, 75 in a 55.
Yes.
Okay. How fast? What speed limit do you think it was?
I thought the speed limit was 70. Because I was on a
okay.
6-lane road.
Okay, and now we're gonna pause here to let our audience. This is where we get our audience
This is the
participation.
audience
Go
part.
ahead and call in what you
Call in.
think. How fast do you think Rachel was driving? She thought the speed limit was 70. The speed limit is actually 55. So we're already
We're already a bit above.
Connor thinks she was driving 75. Now, does your answer change now that you think the speed limit was
My
70?
answer changes. I'm gonna go with 80 because it's rough
80.
to go faster than 80.
Okay, 80. So you think Rachel was going 80 miles per
I
hour
think
at
so.
the time that she was ticketed, right? Because you obviously you were changing, right? Because you said when you weren't going that speed the whole time, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
the time you were ticketed, it was that speed.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
he clocked me at 1, and then...
All right, we have a
various
call from
accentuated-
Scrooge McDuck here. Go ahead. We have a call. Yes, is this Scrooge McDuck? Go ahead.
It's supposed to be
Yeah,
Scrooge.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm Scrooge McDuck.
That's not how Scrooge McDuck sounds.
Well, I don't know. I've never talked to him before.
All right, go
That's not how
Scrooge
he
McDuck.
sounds
We're gonna
like
hang
it.
up on you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we have a call from I don't know, Dana Rudzinski, Connor's mom.
That's not my mom's name.
No, sorry. What's your mom's name?
So this private information.
What's your dad's cousin's uncle's name?
My dad's cousins. My dad's cousins.
Uncle.
My dad's cousins. Uncle.
Wouldn't that be his uncle as well?
No, his dad's cousin's
What
uncle.
yeah, which uncle? Which uncle? Because he's got his cousin has multiple uncles.
Okay, the
Or
second
which
one.
cousin?
The second one that you're thinking of.
Okay. I only had one I was thinking of.
All right, Patrick Rudzinski's
Yeah.
calling in.
All right.
Yep, Patrick. What's your guess here? Where
Uh,
are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Okay,
All right.
interesting. One.
Yeah.
And what do you think Rachel was going?
I'm gonna go with 95.
95. Wow. Okay, thanks. Go away, Patrick.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, how fast were you going?
Okay, on the ticket, it says 87. Okay, on the ticket.
How fast were you
However, when he pulled me over, I was going 105.
going?
Wow.
She was going 100.
That's impressive.
Now,
In
now
my
let's
defense.
do some math here.
Mhm.
In
There's
my
no defense here.
I was trying to pass like 6 semis, and I was in the far left lane, and everybody else was going 70. So
It was
I had
70.
to speed up above that.
So first of all, the speed limit is 55. She is going nearly twice the speed limit.
That's past super speed. That's like hyper speed.
This is
Yes.
like race car drivers were jealous
Yeah.
of how fast she was going. Then she thought the speed limit was 70. She's still not in the comfort zone here. You're still way above it.
still pretty.
85 and a 70 is fairly...
No, you were going 105.
Okay, yeah, but I wasn't going 105 for a long time.
Even
I was
so,
going 105 for like...
87 and a 70 is way too much.
I was going 80,
You
105
shouldn't
for
go more than
like
like
2
5
seconds.
over. You shouldn't go more than 5 over. You're going 17 over.
More than 5 over?
Yeah.
What the heck? 10.
They won't pull you over for 10 because they're looking for people going
Yeah,
like
they won't pull you over for
15
10,
to
so
15
go
to
10.
Rachel, you were going 30 over at the time that you got pulled over. And then it continues because now she has to do what?
Oh, I have to go to court.
I wasn't here. I should have paused to let our current audience, in case you hadn't heard this episode. Yeah, 105. Even the 87 and 55 is too much. 105 is ridiculous. Okay, even if you're passing trucks, it's like, listen, no one's making you pass those trucks. You can just wait, right? And also, it was a 6-lane road that she's talking about, so there's got to be other lanes that you could go in. It's not like you have. Okay, anyway, I mean, we've litigated this. I do remember this story vividly, and I didn't remember the exact number that she went, but I knew it was over 100, which is like definitely over any speed limit in this country. Anyway, we're gonna keep going for a little bit here, and then we're gonna probably pause and then get to the next episode. We're into part 2. So, but we'll keep going here for a little bit longer.
She has to
Because
go.
I was in a construction zone.
And did you miss
Oh.
something? Did you miss something while you were going to court? Did you have to leave?
Oh, I had to miss. Okay, so I've already gone to court one time,
Okay.
and
So I'm gonna bring this back to remind our listeners that you did start off by saying you're an excellent driver.
She did.
I
The
know.
first thing you said was,
no. Speeding does not necessarily mean bad driving.
Okay.
Okay. Those two do not correlate.
I'll agree.
Yes, but okay. Also, I've been primary source here. I've been in a car with Rachel. It's pretty scary.
Did you die?
Spooky?
It's pretty scary. You got,
Was anybody
you got
injured?
a lot of music on. I kind of bruised my hip. You have a lot of loud music
What kind
going
of
on.
genre?
Rachel is not paying attention. Oh, pick a genre. It's all genres.
Every genre just
I guess
loud?
it's mostly pop.
I mean, okay, I have mostly pop on my phone because that's just easiest. But I listen to mostly everything. A lot of Broadway.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a lot. But yeah, I guess so. That's true. She goes to the Fox a lot.
Me too.
Um,
I think I'm going next week.
yeah, in the car, pretty scary.
Pretty
She
scary.
zips around those corners. They're not corners to her. They're,
No.
It's like, in Mario Kart, you can kind of drift along.
Yeah, you can
like
use
those
the-
roads, you get like, you can drive sideways on the
Mhm.
turns. That's kind of how Rachel sees the world.
She's just on rails.
yeah, she's something else. All right, go ahead. So you got to go to court.
So I had to go to court the first time, and keep in mind, I thought I was gonna go to jail. I thought they were gonna change
Okay.
it, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. I'm going to jail. I like because you just sit in it's just an arraignment. It's not
Yeah.
like court. And I'm watching all these people go up and talk to the attorneys, and they're like, okay, 2 days in jail, and I'm like, oh my god, all these people are going to jail. So I go up there, and the second she asked me what happened, I start crying. I'm boohooing, crying my
She
She
eyes
pulled
out.
up the waterworks
I
canal.
said-
That's smart.
And
That's
well, the
smart.
thing is, I didn't think I was gonna cry, but I started crying. She's like, "Do you need a tissue?" They had to give me tissues. Like,
Wow.
that's how serious I was crying. So she was like, "Okay, we're gonna make it 14 over. You have to pay this $150 fine. Do 20 hours community service. Take this class.
Wow.
You're fine." So keep in mind, I was going 50 miles over
You
the
are
speed limit.
going
going
15 miles.
They reduced it to 14, which doesn't put any points on your license
Wow.
and doesn't go on your driving record.
That's.
Then I go to court. Sorry, I thought I was gonna cough. That's why I did that.
Oh.
Pausing here for legal reasons. This is not legal advice, right? This is not legal. But yeah, that is specific. What she's talking about is specific law. So again, this is not legal advice for anyone who's listening. But I will say, if you're in that type of situation, just get a lawyer. There's plenty of traffic law lawyers who will help you. That could even, I mean, look, she was going like 50 over. So, I mean, that's hard to really make a deal with the state. But oftentimes you can get speeding tickets, more mild speed tickets reduced down to a parking ticket, a non-moving violation, which you won't have to do the community service and stuff that we're talking about. It's just the fine. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go a little bit longer here, and then we're gonna pause.
And there you coughed anyway.
Spoiler.
So then I had to go to court the second time
Mhm.
to prove that I did all that stuff. But I thought it was one day, so I went that day. It was actually the next day.
There you go.
And so I had to miss the first block of band camp. And in doing that, I had to tell everybody why I was missing.
You didn't have to.
Well, I had
but
to
you
tell
did.
Josh.
You had to tell Josh, and then things leak. Let's
And
say.
then
Yes.
I
everybody...
know you just told
Right.
me out of the blue. I think.
Well, I think I told you because I was like, oh my god, I have to tell them that I can't be there.
I don't know why you told me. I don't know how it came up.
Because I was like, I think I said, what do I do about this?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, maybe you did. You said, oh yeah, you asked me who you should tell, and I just
Yeah.
said like, oh, tell Josh
Yeah.
or tell.
And
Lisa.
I told the band directors, and then I told that they were like, okay, make sure you tell Josh. And I was like, all right.
And now everyone knows.
And now everybody
Now
knows,
everyone
and
knows.
they'll
The
send you
whole thing.
pictures of cars parked badly and be like, is this you?
She's not a great parker either. You're
I'm
not great at
I'm not a
parking.
great parker.
Yeah.
Although, funny story, I had parked very well this time. Like I will say, like
When you were on the highway?
no, it was like a couple days ago. And I parked back over here behind the building, right? And I'm usually like, if there's other people in the car with me, I try to park better because I don't want them to see. And there are other people, so I parked very well. I come out, there's a
So
note
cool.
on my car that says, "Hey asshole." Ooh, can I say that? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Well, our
Okay,
6-year-old.
we have one 6-year-old who
Yeah.
listens.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's probably 7 now.
And,
He's
Yeah.
and they told me to
To
go
hell
back to
with that.
preschool and learn how to park between the lines, even though I was between the
Can you
lines.
send me that note so I can post it
It's
in
in
the
my
group
car.
in the group chat?
He left it
I need to
there.
post
Yeah,
that.
I kept it because I thought it was weird because I wasn't, but the car next to me was not in the lines.
Maybe it was
so I
supposed
to
thought
go
it was
that
supposed
time.
to go.
Mhm.
It's still funny that you ended up with the.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. Anyway, and then
You go
the
to
judge
court.
didn't make me pay the fine.
Wow.
So
Do you still
I
do
didn't
a
have to pay
community
the money.
service?
Yeah, I still
Oh, but
do.
you did that. You
Yeah,
already
I did
do.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You already do that.
because I got the ticket like May 7th, and then the court date wasn't until June,
Yeah. What's up?
and then the next court date wasn't until August.
Yeah, that's
so-
weird. It's the inefficiency of the court system.
Yeah.
Inefficiency.
But clearly they process that over like real important things.
Yeah.
Then again, Rachel's probably a criminal.
Yeah.
50 over.
Well, 50. That's yeah. Because what 20 over is super
20
speed.
over
Yes,
is
and they
super
can take
speed.
your license for that.
Yeah.
He could have, and there was 2 other people in the car with me,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, he stuck his head in the window of the car, and he was like, "You're lucky you're not going to jail right now for reckless driving." And I was like,
They test you for drunk driving too? Were
No.
you zipping around?
"No," because I was literally just driving
going fast.
fast. I wasn't swerving.
Test you for drugs? I don't know.
Just driving fast.
Was
No,
Test you
that
for
just-
for
cocaine?
yeah.
Cocaine?
It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. He said, "Do you know how fast you're going?" And I was like, "No." He's like, 105. And I said, "What?" I said,
How do you
are
not
sure?
know that you're going 105? Like you should see the meter going.
The speedometer kind
I
On
of
the-
could see it, but like I
shows
wasn't paying attention to the speedometer. I was paying attention to the road. I was watching the road. I was watching the road.
No, it's already on record. It's
I
on
was watching the road, not the speedometer, and I was trying to pass these like semi trucks that were next to me because nobody likes driving next to those. That's scary.
6 trucks in a row?
Yeah, there was like it was like a convoy.
Hmm.
You ever seen that movie?
No, but I know.
It's a
what
pretty
you're
bad movie.
saying. Rachel's also seen a lot of movies.
Mhm.
She can keep.
We're gonna pause here. I think this is a decent spot to stop. So I'll leave it to the audience. Do you guys think Rachel's a good? It's the title of the episode. Rachel's a good driver. So maybe. But I forgot that there were people in the car, and I should have clipped out that segment where Rachel said she wasn't paying attention. But anyway, that's the show for this week. We'll be back next week with part 2. And then, yep, you guessed it, part 3 will be out the following week. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do. We have a new year for this podcast. I'm hoping to, add some new things. I mean, we'll see what we can do. Like I said, we probably need to work on more marketing and advertising. And I'll talk with some people, maybe Tanner about that or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening.